It's the victory of love. Back up in this, man. You know what I'm saying? Another video, another poem. And today we're going to be talking about habits, specifically bad habits, and how to break these habits and recreate them so that we can make better habits in our life. And I specifically want to talk about this because we just had the Mercury retrograde, actually, and it just ended. And, you know, a lot of people in this period of time of the Mercury retrograde were actually learning about themselves much more, because with harder communication, we are left with our own self to reflect on. And specifically the habits that we have, the things that we are manifesting due to our habits. Because if we control our habits, we can control our reality. So it's all about the subconscious, and that's how we automatically do things. So in order to reprogram your subconscious mind, it requires you to start doing things, little things that are in your life differently, like small steps every single day differently, and then it becomes a habit, and then you change your subconscious mind. It can become it could be a habit about thinking, about doing things, or talking, or anything. So yeah, so let's go into the poem right now. The poem is called Habits by me, and it starts like this. I learned to break habits by learning to aim with target practice. Failure can be tragic, but there's wisdom in this magic. The more we are open to fail, the more we are closed to success. Habits are natural, a song on repeat. The drum is yours, you control the beat. So, what I mean when I write this poem is like, yes, we learn to break habits, but we can also learn to create habits. And to learn to break habits, you need to shoot at your target that is causing this habit to trigger. So you gotta look for the trigger of the pistol when you're shooting forward, what you need. So for example, if you want to become somebody who does a certain thing every morning, for example, meditation, 10 minutes a day in the morning, you gotta look for the triggers in your life that are not letting you do this thing. For example, waking up too late. You need to wake up earlier so that you can have more time to meditate. Or opening up your phone and procrastinating for like an hour or less than that. You know, a lot of people do that. It's a very common thing. Or, you know, just scrolling through Instagram or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's just thinking too much in the morning and you're just not getting things done, or you got a lot of stuff to do. It's all about making time for this habit to trigger. So that's the trigger that is not allowing you to get to your target. And it's also like, that might not be the only trigger. There might be multiple. And it's all about finding those triggers in that habit and then pushing it. So for this one, we want to push towards something positive. So we want to do meditation, of course. So what do? We make time for meditation, 10 minutes. Instead of playing video games, instead of looking at Instagram, instead of just stimulating your mind for whatever the fuck you want, why not use that time and just meditate? Calm your mind down for 10 minutes. You got to put it in your mind. You got to tell yourself that you're going to do it. And you got to start doing it. The easiest way to avoid resistance is to push towards that thing immediately. You know what I'm saying? When you see resistance, push the other way. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is pushing you this way, push back. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it push you forever. Because if there's resistance on that project or that thing you want to do, then you're never going to want to do it because it's going to be there. But once you see that push, you're going to want to push back right away. And a lot of people, what they do is end up doing is letting that resistance just keep on pushing them forever until they just realize, oh shit, I haven't done this still. I want to do it. Sometimes they realize, oh, I want to do it, but I have all this pressure on me now. But it's all about just doing it. You know what I'm saying? Starting that thing right now. Just do it, even if it's not 10 minutes. Let's say you wanted to do 10 minutes, but you're not focused enough to do it for 10. Fine, just do it for 5. You know, whatever you can. But the moment you start, you'll want to do it as much as you can, because it's all about making your brain learn something new. Look, oh, I've never done this before. Whoa, your brain's gonna start reacting. Oh, I never did this before. And then it's gonna start saying, whoa, this guy is doing things differently. And you know, if you do these things on a daily basis, it automatically starts switching your brain. So it's all about finding those triggers first, though. Always find where you need to fix your lifestyle in order to incorporate this new habit you want. And for me, in my retrograde, I'm gonna tell you what I wanted to do. I actually wanted to stop, thinking negatively about a lot of things. And to do that, what I had to do was figure out what was triggering me. What was my trigger? What made me go off what led me down that road that prevented me from becoming a higher person and not doing those things and not thinking those things. Well, thoughts come and go, but we just want to block it as much as possible. So what it was for me, it was just like the fact that I was looking at certain things that were leaving a subliminal message in my mind. So that was my trigger, looking at images or looking at posts, tweets, quotes, words, you know what I'm saying? Like all those things really do have an impact. It's all about what you ingest with your eyes, your mind, your thoughts, how you feel. Like these are all triggers possibly. And your external environment is just a whole thing. You know what I'm saying? The more you are able to, just take these environmental things and recreate them so that you control them is when you have the power. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about just taking that. And yeah, back to the poem though. It says failure can be tragic, but there's wisdom in this magic. So even when we fail, and because we're practicing, right? We're practicing how to implement this new habit. So we're like, okay, let me try to stop thinking so negatively. Let me try to meditate. Oh, you can't, you can only do it for like 2 minutes or 1 minute, or maybe you forget that day. Failure teaches you something. Every time you fail, it teaches you something. As long as you're aware of it though. Let's say you want to implement your habit and you don't pay attention to your failures, you're never going to learn because you're just going to be stuck in that habit again and again and again. But the moment you want to do something and it's in your subconscious mind, or at least you're thinking about it throughout the day, and then you're like, oh shit, I didn't do that. That is also a part of practice. You know what I'm saying? Every single thing you do is gonna have an impact, even if it's just a single thought about, oh shit, I should have done that. So always have that back in your mind, even if you don't do it that day. Have it back in your mind. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do. And then eventually you're gonna start doing it because your body is just gonna you're gonna be like, why aren't I doing it? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find a way. You're gonna start putting a trigger or moving those triggers away and start actually doing it. Going for that thing without resistance. So, like. For example, it could be a walk every day in the morning, right? Even if you do like for 1 minute, just do it. You know what I'm saying? It's good to do for 10 or 30, but just do it for 1, 10, 2, whatever. Whatever you can do is good because it shows your brain, your whole body is changing, like everything is changing, and you're more likely to do the thing again. You know what I'm saying? The more habits are kind of automatic, so it takes time to be in your system forever. But the moment you start doing it, the more easier it becomes. So even if you do it right now, single step, boom, it will come and manifest into life. So I said, the more we are open to fail, the more we are close to success. So what I mean by that is the more we are open to failure, the more we're closer to success. You know what I'm saying? The more closer we feel to success. Because if we don't fail, we'll never succeed. You know what I'm saying? Failure is a part of success. Nobody succeeds without failure in some way or some shape or form. Because we need to learn where we're making mistakes and how to fix them. What triggers us? And for me, I knew what it was. Images. Images send bad subliminal messages to my mind. So I removed those things. I removed those things in my life that were causing me to see these things or think about these things or feel a way about these things. So boom, poof, gone. That's what you do. If you want to learn how to meditate, boom. Or you want to put the habit in, boom. You got to take away all the triggers in your life in the morning that are preventing you from committing that act. You know what I'm saying? It's all about implementing the new habit, whatever it takes. If it's you want to stop something or you want to start something, do whatever it takes to do that thing. Even if it's a little bit thinking about it, even if it's a little bit taking action, it'll eventually become the real thing eventually. But we need to fail to succeed. That's the main thing. And, I wrote this. Habits are natural. A song on repeat The drum is yours. You control the beat. What that means is, like, habits are always on repeat until you choose to drum a different beat rhythm. You know what I'm saying? You change the rhythm. It's up to you because you have the drum in your hands. You have the sticks in your hands. It's your point. It's your part to change the beat. If you want to go a faster tempo, you go faster. Boom, 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 boom. But it's up to you. Everybody has to be, what's it called? Everybody has to drum at their own rhythm, their own beat. Eventually, you'll find your own rhythm that you can stick with. And then people who are on that same vibe as you, on that same frequency, on that same wave, will come towards you and support you and, you know, deliver that message. And I believe that you attract who you are in your life. So, you know what I'm saying? Habits are a part of attraction and your whole frequency. So as long as we know that we are in control of these habits and we can change who we are every single day, then we become powerful even more and we come closer to our higher self, because we want to know what it takes to become our higher self every single day, what we can do better to better ourselves, what we want to do better to better ourselves. And it all starts with figuring out what is best for us in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to know what we can do to achieve things in our life that we want. If you want success, we got to do these things. If you want to feel happier, you got to do these things. You got to feel peaceful, to do these things. But it's not about, oh, I can't do it. Oh, it's too hard. Oh, I'm too lazy. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. That's just the mindset you have. It's an automatic system you're playing in the background. Don't let that system play in your background. Find that trigger in your brain, in your environment, and beat it down. Beat that resistance right away. You know what I'm saying? Just do it. You feel lazy? Boom, do it. You feel shitty? Boom, do it. You know what I'm saying? The more you do it, the more your body will be like changing. Like, holy shit, your DNA will start changing, your whole cells will change, and you should become magical. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything just becomes crazy cool. Just honestly, don't let nothing stop you back from what you want, and you'll get it. That's it. That's the whole video. I hope you find help in this video. You can change your reality if you want. Nobody's stopping you but yourself. Peace.